sense walking down when you can slide.
What's with Canada? We got great big cities, but a lot of trees and rocks. Yeah, the winter's cold here. Wear 2 pairs of socks. There's half the world's fresh water to paddle your canoe or camp along the shore.
Welcome to the channel. I'm Gerald, and this is Trekking with Taz. Today's hike will take us to Eskers Provincial Park, which is roughly 30 minutes from Prince George. Our trek will be the large outside loop, including a side trip down to Cathy Lake. Because I got caught up in thought when I was coming out from Cathy Lake, instead of turning right for the loop, I turned left and headed back the way I'd come. Ended up back at Camp Lake and had to retrace my steps. So I probably put on an extra 4 kilometers. So when you see the relive, you will understand that it was a little longer than it needed to be. This trek has lots of up and down in it, being it's in an Eskers area. So great training grounds if you're getting ready to start doing some mountains here pretty soon. Great place to go out and do the full loop and get yourself back ready for doing some mountains. If you've never been to Eskers, I would highly recommend you check it out. So many beautiful little lakes, lots of ducks, some geese, sometimes some swans, see moose in there. It's just a nice little spot close to town. Okay, let's get on with the video.
Today's trek, we're going to do Eskers Provincial Park, and we're going to do what I call a full circuit. We'll have a little snack at Cathy Lake and take it all in. So this is where we turn and go find the parking lot. So this is a overview of what we're doing. This is the parking area. Go down by the big swamp, up past Ridgeview Lake, up past Camp Lake, the end of Bow Lake, and then we'll take this trail down to Cathy. We'll have a snack, we'll come back out, go past Bow, Butterfly, Kinglet, and Red Start. Circle back past Camp Lake, down this way, and then we're going to go over the top of Ridgeview Lake on the way back, and back to the parking lot. We're off on our trek. For those who've never been, there's a washroom right here by the parking lot, and there's a communal lunch area here at this building for those who want to come out. They have a little picnic, go for a walk, stop and have something to eat on the way back. Bring the family out. Let's take a quick look at that just so those people that have not been before. Okay, we're off. The first thing we come to is this little lookout over the swamp. Often see ducks, and geese, and cranes in here. Don't see anything right now, but always worth stop, take a look. Okay, we're gonna cross this little bridge, and then there's a trail, very short trail up to the right. Overlooks the big swamp from a different angle. We will go up there and have a look. There's this little one lower down. You can see one duck out there in the water. This next spot further up, a little bit better view of it. See if we can see anything out there. Okay, this is the upper level. A few little ducks out there. Not a lot happening out there right now. This is our first semi-view of Ridgeview Lake as we're going by it. Okay, here we are at a parking the trail. We're going to go right, and we'll come back on this trail over Ridgeview Lake, sorry, on the way back. But for now, this is the direction we're going to go. We pass through between a couple of ponds here. You will note that when you come along. This is a little bigger one, but it does shrink down as it gets a little drier out. One thing to note here is Eskers Park is known as Eskers Park for all the little potholes, the Eskers, lakes everywhere, but also the trail, although not steep, is continually up and down. If you are looking to do a mountain this year, this might be a good place to go out and get ready for it. And if you're thinking about the 7 Summits Challenge, I definitely say come out here, do the circuit, try and keep your pace up, and it will tax you a bit and help with your cardio and your ability to climb. Okay, we're gonna just drop down now to where we turn right and go around Camp Lake. If you go left, you go back on the road, back out to the yellow gate. You see there's an outhouse here, a little snow here. Hopefully it's just in this spot, not too much further on, but we'll see. But trail goes right here and down to Camp Lake. As we were busy talking about Eskers, here's another one, another little pothole lake right across from Camp Lake. So we're going to go down to the dock on Camp Lake here and have a look out. For those people that like to fish, I'm told that there's decent fishing in here. I haven't fished this one. I fished some of the others, but not this one in particular. But this is Camp Lake. We are close to the end of Camp Lake now, and the islands that are down at this end of the lake. It's pretty spectacular down here in the fall. You can see another little pond, small lake on the right hand side as we're leaving camp and heading towards the trail to Kathy. Yeah, another beautiful green little pothole down there. We're getting close to the Kathy Lake Trail. Should be in the next 3 or 4 minutes. We'll turn right. You can just barely see Bow Lake through the trees. We're just arriving at the junction with the Kathy Lake Trail, which we will take down, and then when we come back out, we'll get a better view of Bow. Quite a pretty little lake. Has some fish in it too. But, there's a little bit more of a view of it. But this is where we'll turn. So we're going to go right down to Kathy, and then we'll come back out and we'll turn left and head that direction. As we drop down to the lake, there's another outhouse here for those that are wandering out this way. Now we'll circle around. There's a peninsula down below, and we'll go out on that peninsula. That's the peninsula you can see out there in front of the swampy area there, a little band of trees, and that's where we're headed. Just walking out on that peninsula now, you can see the lake around you here. This lake has really good fishing in it. Those people that want to fish. Personally, I've fished it a lot, usually in the winter time, but well, actually I've never fished this one in the summer, come to think of it, so only in the winter, ice fishing. So this is Kathy Lake. I've seen a moose out by that island one time, but it was here really early in the morning. Always ducks. Have chased some up already. And oftentimes see loons out here. And I have seen swans out here as well. So yeah, good variety of animals, critters, birds. Utilize Cathy Lake. Anyway, we're going to sit on this stump here and have a bite to eat. Trail again, heading around the loop. Come out of Cathy in deep thought and forgot to make the turn till I got to Camp Lake and realized I was going the wrong way. So turned and come back, and now we'll continue the loop. Good news, got a little extra exercise. Bad news, I didn't bring myself a treat for all that extra exercise. Oh well, here goes. A little idea what the trail looks like between Bow Lake, which you might be able to see through the trees, and then Cathy Lake on the other side. We follow this treed ridge line between the two of them. It's quite nice in here. Okay, tail end of Butterfly. Now we're going to head up, and that's Cathy on that side. You can see another little lake through the trees there. That's Kinglet Lake. And we're probably as far out this end of Eskers as we're gonna. We just start cutting back now towards Camp Lake. I was looking down on Kinglet Lake as we passed by. Just walked off the trail a few feet to have a look. Carry on. Here's a trail to what they call a lookout, but trees have grown up so much you can't see there anymore. So what it is, it looks down at Red Start and Kinglet. You could hike down from there and get another look too. But we'll carry on the trail around. So this is a little bay off of Red Start. If you so wanted to come down here and go fishing. Another nice little lake. Okay, back to Camp Lake again. Of course, the other side, and the very tip of it, and then we'll go around and we'll follow it all the way back down to the trail. Here's where we're at. A lot of flow down in here. Obviously gets a lot of wind up on this ridge above Camp Lake. We won't be up here too much longer, and then we'll drop back down to the main trail, and we'll head back and pick up the Ridgeview Lake Trail and go over the top there and meet back up where we started. We are now popping out to the old road there, just ahead of Camp Lake, and from here we'll head down a ways and pick up that Ridgeview Lake Trail and go across the top of it. Yeah. Okay, off the main road you can see the trail to the left here. That's where we're headed, and it'll go over the top, look down in Ridgeview Lake, the lake that we went around when we come in, and we'll join up on the trail on the other side of it that we come in on. So that's where we're at now. Okay, we're at the top of Ridgeview Lake now. Sit here and have a little look around, maybe a little snack, and then finish this trek off. On our way down now, past the lake. Trail will be along the edge of the lake. We'll pick that up shortly. Just gonna meet up with the trail we went up this morning. The trail you see going off to the left there. that's where we went. And now we're coming back down and meeting it. Not too much further to go, and we'll be back to the parking lot, probably 1.5 kilometers or so. Yeah, a few minutes ago we were up on the hill there above Ridgeview Lake. Now we're just about at the end of it. We'll cross the bridge and do our last little jaunt back to the vehicle. Apparently the beavers are taking their logging fairly seriously here. I'm guessing we have a few beavers in there, be able to watch over the summer. Just arriving back to the parking lot. As I said earlier, we got some bonus kilometers, probably 4 bonus kilometers, so we were a little longer. All in all, it was a good day. Some rain come down at the end, but kind of went around me, so pretty happy with that. Now, time to go home.
As always, if you'd like more information on this trek or any of our other treks, go to hiking.princegeorge.tech and you'll find everything you need there. To find Eskers Park, you will leave Prince George, head north on Highway 97, approximately 13 kilometers from the Nechako Bridge to the Chief Lake Road. You will turn left on the Chief Lake Road, and you will follow the Chief Lake Road for roughly 26 kilometers. Along the way, you will pass the drive-in, you will pass Garvin's Canyon, you will pass the Reed Lake Road, you will pass the Nuka Lake Road, you will pass the Ness Lake Fire Hall. And where you will turn is you will be turning right on the Ness Lake Road North. From this corner, it's roughly 1 kilometer to the park entrance. There is a very large sign there saying Eskers Park that you can't miss, and you will turn left there. And from there, it's about a 3-kilometer drive to the parking lot where your hike will start. Thanks for joining me in my trek of the outer loop of Eskers Provincial Park. If you haven't been before, I hope this inspires you to get out there and check it out. And if you have been, but it's been a long time, I hope this gets you back out there again. This trek is very close to town and will give you a good workout with some great views. I'm not sure where the next trek will take us yet, but it'll be somewhere fun for sure. So come back, join us on the next one. Once again, thanks for coming along on our trek. Bye for now.